because you people are insane. That's why people are anonymous. And that's why he's gotten away with this for so long.
Bitched me out, told me I was like such a weak piece of shit. And you got your black coworker fired. How about that, Jake Weddle? Not smart. Not smart move at all. So I don't know what you're talking about, the world. I almost smiled. You almost had me, Jake. You were this close to get me to smile, brother. But we're gonna get into that Jake Weddle stuff. All right, it looks like we have our buddy over there. Lurks is talking about it right now. I want to just drop in on him and see what he's saying real fast. There it is. All right, let's go see what he has to say about this situation real quick.
So you're spending an insane amount of money on DoorDash that's completely unnecessary, and yet you need the money.
Is Jake Weddle okay?
You're like super fucking poor.
We're gonna check that video out too.
Trying to play this game publicly that you have no money.
And then when
that's it, bro.
The other comments and the death threats started coming in, I was already hooked. Yeah.
We're gonna watch it ourselves. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. Good job, Lurks. Good job. It's giving him a little love. Giving him a little love there. But yes, we have so much to get into. First, we're gonna check out his freak out, and then we're gonna check out what is going on with him right now. If that's how you guys want to do it. So Jake Weddle is okay. We're gonna watch it, so I want to put that in the list.
Yes.
I will burn Mr. Beast. Yeah, okay. So this is the one we were watching yesterday.
Which is my $1 million lawyer.
All right, so we're gonna just take it from the top. All right, we're gonna act like none of this has happened yet yesterday, and that we didn't start it and quit in the middle. Oh gosh, I didn't know there were more than his Instagram. Yeah, there's a lot going on with this guy. It's insane. You know, in a way, I feel bad for him because he does seem like just kind of like an uppity guy who just wants everything to be like super happy and super happy and like roses and shit. But at the same time, it's also like, well, dude, I mean. Come on, you're complaining about Mr. Beast constantly when in reality you made out like an absolute bandit during that whole situation. You should be like thanking your good graces that this stuff happened, or that Mr. Beast gave you the opportunities he gave you. But instead you're acting like a little whiny baby. One of the challenges was really, really hard. One of the challenges was really hard. I'm gonna try something different here, and this is mostly I'm stealing this idea from Turkey Tom, but I like the aesthetic of it. Let me know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? Now we have the chat directly above my head, but it's a little small, so I could probably make it a little bigger. All right, let's try that. New setup for the stream. All right, so let's get into this video featuring Jake Weddle and Lurks called Jake Weddle's Lost It. So this is the setup that led to Jake Weddle doing his video that we're going to be watching next. But if you're blocking Cam, his lips actually move. Yeah, it's true. That's a fair point, Raj. Like, and how is he supposed to react to himself if I'm blocking him, right? I haven't been able to eat hard foods in over a week, and I'm hungry. Just wanted to share. Thanks for being my safe space. You're welcome, Queen. You could come in here and rant whenever you want. So Queen had her teeth removed, and she's having a hard time over there. So make sure you guys show her some positive vibes or anything, positive quotes, good ideas, anything inspirational and motivate. Yes, lovely, honey. What's up, Chappie? By the way, guys, Chappie sent me this amazing poem in regards to 9/11. Today is 9/11. If you guys aren't, I'm sure most of y'all are aware. I remember exactly. Anybody who was alive during it, who was old enough to remember, knows exactly where they were doing that day. It was a very scary time, but, I wanted to just make sure that I brought that to everybody's attention and just remind everybody that, this day is a day of remorse and tragedy, and you got to just take some time to be grateful for, being alive, and, because it could be taken from you like that. And 9/11 is a good warning of that. Yes, Steve, like you said, never forget. Never forget. I was in school, and they wouldn't let me know about, like, what was going on. Like, all they would tell us is that planes crashed in a building and that America was under attack. But as far as I knew, that was like all the information that they were willing to give us. So, you know, I just wanted to point that out and just, you know, remind everybody that, yes, I'm sure many of us were in school, but I just wanted to point that out and remind everybody that, you know, that's something that we should all make sure that we take time to say thank you for, or be gracious that we weren't involved. You know, so many people lost so many family members that day. It's very tragic. Also, I was in rehab one time with a bunch of first responders that were there at the towers when they came down and stuff, and lost so many friends, and those guys are absolute heroes and legends. You know, I can understand why they all had drug problems and stuff after that, or drinking problems, after losing so many people that you loved. All right. Now, with that said, I was about 4. I remember my parents freaking out. I remember some news coverage. I was only 5. I remember even remember where my dad was too. I know he sure does. I know it's one of those things. It's kind of like Pearl Harbor. You know, it's one of those things where you can always remember where you were when you found out what was going on. And it was a beautiful September day, a lot like it was today. Today was a beautiful day here, even though it's dry and we could use some rain. You know, it's just one of them things where you just be grateful for the fact you're alive, and that, you know, people that you love are alive. The people who are alive anyway. I know that not everybody has everybody. I'm sure they have people they wish were alive, but, you know, I was in 10th grade history class, LOL, in Canada, but it was still nuts. We always watched it on TV for the class. I was in 10th grade too, Queen. Let's go! Class of 204, right? So I'm talking about. I don't remember when that stuff happened. I learned about it when I was older. It's insane. It's insane. My parents were flying to see me when I was in school. Oh, yeah, dude, that would mess me up big time if your parents were on a plane. Yeah, I don't think anyone needs a 9/11 stream. Yeah, I know. It'll just depress everybody. So, but I did want to make sure I take time away to make sure that we all say, you know, never forget what happened that day, and to make sure that you hug your loved ones, because, you know, you never know when it all could be taken away that quickly. So we should do a moment of silence. We could do a moment of silence. So let's do a moment of silence for anybody who perished on that day. All right. 9/11 stream sounds something different. Yeah, well, I was actually considering doing we would just kind of watch stuff that happened from that day and do stuff like that and kind of just reflect. But it wasn't going to be like me, unraveling anything or going into any conspiracy theories. I just thought that it would be something interesting to see, like, the footage from it and stuff. But maybe towards the end we can do something like that. But for right now, we have more important things to talk about, like Jake Weddle's comedy career and how it's doing. Now, remember, laughter is meant to just chill everybody out and have a good time. So, don't get too upset if I act like Jake Weddle's comedy career is more important than 9/11. We all know that couldn't be more fake. So I just use it because it's so obviously not as important. That was the first conspiracy theory I almost fell for, to be honest. What, the Jake Weddle's comedy career was more important? Or that America, or I guess, I think everybody believed that there was like an inside job or something, but I don't think it was. I don't think I was. All right, let's start this video.
It's because you people are fucking insane. That's why people are anonymous. And that's why he's gotten away with this for so long. It's because of you people who harass people on the internet. That's why this happens, and that's why it continues to happen. So if you don't know what you're fucking talking about, shut the fuck up.
I will fucking burn. Whoa! Dude, Pescator. I will fucking burn it all down, and it will be easy. With ease, I will burn down the multi-million-dollar corporation. Jake Weddle, however, has not been taking this well. Jake Weddle, not a good day.
You gotta get rid of this.
Is it quite the day? So he went on a 25 post long schizo session on his Instagram live, to put it lightly, where he recorded videos. He made a lot of statements that I have all pulled up and archived here, where he announces that he's disappearing from the internet and he's taking a break. Nope. In the midst of the recent fuck up by Dogpack, he says, disappearing for a bit. It's been an incredibly difficult few days. As more stuff comes out, the more I'm subjected to people picking apart my testimony, discrediting me, lying about me, using my trauma for clout, comments, emails, DMs, a leaked phone number.
Oh, there we go.
My family has been harassed, and for what? Because I told you guys what happened.
No!
Because I told you guys Jimmy hires and protects pedophiles. Dude, Jesus. Bro, that took a fucking right turn. God damn. My mental health is at an all-time low. Dude, even lower than the fucking solitary confinement
Even
video.
lower than the war crimes. It's
Dude,
crazy.
Couldn't have been that bad. Jesus.
Dude, we're inflicting a war crime on Jake Weddle right now by criticizing him.
Dude, it's fucking worse, man. My mental health is at an all-time low. It's because of you idiots. Hateful. And I can't stress enough. Dumber than dirt trolls. What happened to me is real. You don't get PTSD over nothing.
Sorry, I had to fight with that light. That light has been pissing me off lately. All right, I think that's it. Sir Nappy Earl Grey over on X, a.k.a. Chappie.
Weren't there. I was. Which makes me more
You were
informed.
the only one there. It was solitary confinement.
Yeah.
I'm going to speed it up a little bit.
I'm the only one who has any authority over the story, and you are either a child or a sweaty edgelord dipshit. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
He is an edgelord's dream. Somebody who could just like pick on a guy who's like super. It was an epic fight. I know I came out on top, but I think the light's salty. That's why I keep showing up in my streams all the time. I watched my fiance on my phone and my favorite Halloween vlogs on my TV. That's what I'm talking about, honey. You gotta multitask. You gotta multitask.
Go up to a rape victim and tell them it's their fault next.
Okay.
Whoa.
And that is how you instantly get your video restricted on YouTube.
Dude, now this guy's comparing his story to somebody got raped? Dude, this guy is going off the deep end. Oh, wait. That's exactly what Jimmy's fans do to the numerous allegations coming out from employees, contestants, you name it. Regular uploads, ugly duck workshops, podcast streaming, all picking up back next week. Taking some time to get my mental health back up, despite Mr. Beast fans doing their best to kill me.
I'm only letting this play because we watched
spell
some
it
of
out
this
for you real
yesterday.
slow, so you can have it spoon-fed to you. Allegations, faking videos, illegal lotteries, illegal giveaways. Man, this is a last-ditch effort I've ever seen one. Man, this guy is desperate. Legal giveaways, SA from multiple employees, covering up all the SA, hush money, promoting gambling to kids, hiring pedophiles, oh boy, hiding pedophiles. Jimmy was in the Discord and lied about it. Is that true? Did he lie about it? I don't remember
I
that.
have
But
no
Yeah, I don't remember that. He's just kind of making shit up now. What's up, Lexi? Yeah, so it looks like Jake Weddle's just straight up losing his whole damn mind. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He just wants to do whatever he can, I guess, to try to knock down Jimmy or try to like hurt him and his reputation. And he feels it all falling apart. He feels it's slipping out of his grasp because Dogpack fucked up his third video. And now there's so much stuff coming out about Dogpack and how he lied about his time at Mr. Beast and his employment and stuff like that. It's all falling apart for him. So Jake Weddle has gone psychotic, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost Jake Weddle. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
no idea.
yeah. He loved that one poster. Wait, whoa,
Batman
what
one?
the fuck?
Whoa.
Dude, that is awesome.
Dude, huge. That's awesome. Hello?
Tactical lawsuit incoming, dude. That's what I'm saying. New Mr. Beast
I just
video.
did, honey. Thank
we
you.
fucking sued this guy into the ground.
I was thinking that too when that thing went off. Jake FICO. Yeah.
$1 lawyer, James Weddles, versus my $1 million lawyer. We're gonna fuck this guy.
We created a lawsuit and made 100 new homeless people.
That is a crazy statement, though. Jesus.
Yeah.
Loving that one poster. Unsafe working conditions, unethical business practices. His philanthropy is shit. Dude, bro.
What? This guy's freaking out about the only guy who gave him a chance and was nice to him. Like, this dude is such a sniveling little weasel. Like, if you ever have a friend like Jake Weddle, run. Jake Weddle doesn't realize the reason he looks so bad isn't because people are not assuming the allegations against Mr. Beast are correct. People are, well, except for that whole third video. If you eradicate that whole video, even if the first stuff was like, okay, Mr. Beast did some shitty things, the whole time, the whole reason people are so upset with him is this guy has, yeah, he got $160,000 from Mr. Beast in total. And then this guy has turned his back on him and is screaming at the world to, like, fuck this guy. You know, screw this guy. He doesn't deserve it. He deserves to be removed. And now he's calling him like a pedo and stuff. So, and, you know, he said that he was friendly with Jimmy, and now he's turned his back on him, and he's basically flipping the bird. When Jimmy reached out to him and offered him money to help him get by while he was struggling. This guy is a piece of shit. Sorry, Jake Weddle, but you are. I'm sorry. Like, you're shitting all over the one guy who helped you in your time of need. you know, and decided to, you know, let you keep talking shit on him. So you are filth. You're a snake. You know, I don't care. And he got his black coworker fired. Yeah, Karenenko, thank you. And you got your black coworker fired. And you're racist too. How about that, Jake Weddle? You racist. Sorry, but Jake looks like we avoid him. I know we shouldn't judge by appearances and all, but I think this one's different. Yeah, let's just say I wouldn't let him around my kids by themselves. That's all. Honestly, I feel bad for Jimmy in this. I haven't seen much sympathy for him, which is crazy to me. I know nobody's giving him sympathy at all. Not one person. The commentary people are still holding him accountable for what Dogpack said in his first video that made sense. And we're defending him against the stuff that you're saying now that's stupid. But we're not. Nobody's like feeling bad for him, and that's probably because Mr. Beast is drying his tear with $100 bills. What did he do? So he had like illegal lotteries. You know, the kid lottery stuff, basically telling people the next 5 people who order a Mr. Beast merchandise shirt will get $500 or $1,000, and people would call immediately to try, and then he would just act like they never won, when in reality he either wasn't A, giving any money to anybody, or 2, giving them to people who he was friends with. He asked for $50K instead of $100K. Jimmy offered him so he could keep talking shit and have the money. I'm supposed to feel sorry for his PDF-looking ass? I know. Exactly, Lexi. And then one of the other allegations is that Jimmy hired somebody who was on the sex offender registry. So that's another thing. What else? The Mr. Beast stuff, trying to tell kids to go clean up aisles in the grocery store of Mr. Beast bars, which I don't know. I guess that's... I don't know. I guess it doesn't really make sense to me that you would ask kids to go do that, but they're probably the ones who are. You know, I mean, there was just a lot of shitty stuff that he did business-wise. Why did he have a black coworker get fired? How did he do that? So, if I remember the story correctly, Jake Weddle was voicing his displeasure about something that was going on in a challenge, and he must have gotten this guy to help back him up with Jimmy so that he could feel confident enough to say it, and then Jimmy just ended up firing them both. So, you know, like it's like, all right, if you guys don't want to do the challenge, you're fired. So, Jake Weddle being a sappy little bitchy boy is what got the black coworker fired. Yeah, so his complaining got the black coworker fired. And the black coworker was fine with everything. Like, he got fired just for basically associating with Jake Weddle. And that was actually probably a based call on Mr. B's take. You know, regardless of the color of the person, if you're hanging around with Jake Weddle, you're probably not good news. You know?
This is I don't know. I feel like, dude, even for Jake Weddle, I'm kind of getting caught off guard right now. He's just going unhinged. His philanthropy shit makes no impact. What? And is basically money laundering? What, bro? You know what?
Now he's money laundering.
Jake Weddle. This is amazing content. Thank you for giving people like me and everything the last nail in the coffin to discredit you entirely.
Yo, by the way, I saw Cam's stream the other day. He only had 50 people in there, and I know that's still more than I have, but you know, it just goes to show you how quickly people will lose respect for you the minute people can't trust you anymore. Now, Cam's might be back up higher than that now. I mean, we have 26 people watching right now. This is like, we are consistently growing, and I think that by the end of October, we could be up close to 100. Who knows? More people find us every day, and then the whole community is so welcoming that people want to stay because we're super nice people. We stream we stream pretty regularly. You know, you can always count on a stream from us, and if I don't, I will make sure I let you know in the community tab of my YouTube or Discord. For the stuff they both doing behind the scenes, yep. And that's not counting the other people on other platforms. That's true. That's true. I got people. I didn't even look at how many people are watching on Twitch right now or X. So basically, all I'm trying to say is that, do I think Cam's career is over? No, but do I think he's gonna? He has pretty much hurt himself with the commentary community moving forward. Yes, I do. I feel like he is not going to be very liked by a lot of his colleagues moving forward because he just doesn't have balls. Yeah, Cam Nuggets. Yeah, he just doesn't seem like he has balls. Plus, you know, you ride hard with the side that everyone's calling out for being wrong, and then they're wrong, and then you know, walk back half of what you said after the fact, and I don't know, you know, and then the whole reacting to your own reactions, like, that shit's got to stop. That's just embarrassing. I don't know who in their right mind would ever think that's a good idea. You know what? I'm reacting to my reaction. Yeah, I noticed that too, Audrey. He has severe pick-me syndrome. Like, he doesn't want to make anybody upset. And while in theory that seems like a nice thing to do, Durio and Chris out at him backing Dark Viper AU, so I don't know how good he's going to do in commentary. Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty freaking... Yeah, he's not very liked. And the funny thing is, he'll jump in everybody's streams and be like, "Hi, how's the stream going?" And we're like, "Shut up, dude. Get out of here." Like, nobody wants you here. He's turning into a locale. And being a locale in commentary never works out well. It just doesn't work out well. You have to be willing to stick to your principles. Like, if I would have had more respect for Cam if he was just like, "You know what? I'm still with Dog Pack. Y'all can suck my," you know. I'd have more respect for him for doing it like that. Hey, Gypsy, I'm very confused if someone works for someone else as an employee finds out illegal activities and sexual harassment, shouldn't they be reporting their boss no matter who it is? No, you are misunderstanding a little bit, Gypsy. This is like, a lot of this stuff didn't come out until after he was working there. So it's not like everybody was aware of this while they were working there. It's like, he's basically saying all this, plus half of these allegations are fake. Now, this would be a great lesson for you, Gypsy, to see that, like, a lot of allegations out there about creators could be mistruths. Half of the stuff that Jake Weddle has listed here has not been proven, is unfounded, and it's all alleged. Exactly. So, you know, it's just one of those things you just got to be very careful of when you're in this realm, commentary community realm. You have to always take everything you see with a grain of salt until they can prove that it's correct. There are several mistruths on here. I know. I don't even know where to start, but there's tons. Let's keep going.
Thank you for just giving us the last piece of proof we need. Dude, he's money laundering. Don't believe me? Let's investigate. Let's get the police.
Yeah, Karenenko, I agree that they were aware because they were talking about it, but they were also talking about that their boss, and that came out to be wrong, right? And that rumors are rampant in Mr. Beast's headquarters office. So, you know, you can't trust the office rumor mill. That half of those stories are all, you know, bullshit. And that's been proven too with the guy who reached out to Dog Pack and asked him about the guy that they were trying to expose. That's right, Truth Finder, baby.
It's involved. Please? Pretty please? Taking money from deep conservative pockets? Peter Thiel, Feastables, TMCs, Philanthropy Channel is shady? Where's that money coming from? That guy that runs in?
I think so, New Moon. I think you're right.
Is a list of allegations on his own. Jimmy being sexist, racist, playing favorites, creating a boys club, toxic work environment, giving random crazy bonus to everyone who kisses ass. The main cast, Tyler, higher-ups, and people I used to call friends. Jimmy's manipulating you. James Warren is a con artist. YouTube is complicit. Bro.
That's the guy's name, James Warren. HR is also Jimmy's mom, so the company is all kinds of nepotist too. Can't be overlooked. I know. Well, I would do the same thing, right? If you all made a shitload of money, wouldn't you take care of the ones you love most first? And if your mom's like, "I'm looking for something to do," and you're just like, "Well, mommy, I love you. Why don't you solve all the problems between people here? You're the head of HR, mommy." But I mean, I can't even hate on people who do that. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, he wants to have someone who's going to have his back. So you hire people who you could trust. Makes sense to me. I mean, look how quickly all these people are attacking him, you know? All these former workers who he's given tons of money to. Ungrateful little biatches. That's what it is. If it works, it works. Exactly, Kraft. If it works, it works. Now, I'm not saying it's the right thing. I'm just saying that it makes sense from a standpoint of, you know, I understand why he hired his mommy. You know, he was trying to make sure she's taken care of. Zach Baggins' mom holds a similar position too. Oh yeah, see, I mean, everybody wants to. You got sons take care of their mothers. It's just how it works. You know, she also owns all his assets. It's not just she's been hired by him. She's basically hired her son at this point. He works for her legally. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know the deep. I trust you on that, Lexi. I just don't know the deep ins and outs of his relationship with his mother. But I understand. Like why he's hooking up his parents, you know, or his mom. You know, it's his mommy. He wants to take care of her.
Dude, Toast Fire, are you seeing this shit?
Yeah, this is
I did
posting.
not pre-read this. This is awesome.
This guy should keep posting.
Dude, don't take a break, dude. Come on, this is the best shit you fucking
Do not
uploaded
take a
thus
mental
far.
health break. Do not take your mental health. It's not worth it.
Dude, this is fucking amazing. Dude, like honestly, it's not even just like Schizo posting about Mr. Beast. It's saying YouTube is complicit. Everyone is
Yeah.
taking the money at the expense of the entire generation of impressionable. Am I retarded?
Yeah, everyone else is
Impressionable
taking Mr.
children?
Beast's money. Yeah, dude. Actually, I wasn't gonna come on stream it, but because my Mr. Beast check bounced, but it came back recently, so we're fine.
Let's say half of that's true. That's enough. Jail. Fucking jail. Want to know my opinion? It's all true. What?
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Yeah, do I know? I was just there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your family. That shows that he's a good son. You know, I don't really have a big issue with it. You know.
And let go for not going along with it. And you don't know anything but the lies you ate up like it was chocolate made by child slaves. What? What are my
The Vosh
allegations?
argument made like a jump scare on this fucking drama.
Cloud chasing? The low IQ, moron, brain dead, fucking stupidity? Jimmy was right. You guys are fucking stupid.
I know you would, Steve.
Beast,
I'd take care of my
You
mom,
two
too.
Do something now before the mistake of putting him in front of you and center. It destroys your entire platform. And if anyone threatens my family, it'll be an awkward reunion between me and my dad, I guess.
His dad's in jail. So that's what he's basically saying. It's gonna be an awkward. Look at Lyric's face. It's gonna be an awkward reunion between me and my dad, I guess. He's basically saying I'll go to jail. Like Jake Weddle, you're not tough, bro. Nobody believes. I'll challenge Jake Weddle to a boxing match. Let's go, Jake. Me and you, 1-on-1 boxing match. Make it happen, Keemstar. I'm in. Punched a stash right off his face. Well, actually, I'll just punch half the stash off his face, so he still has half it left just because he looks silly. That chocolate line is crazy. Jeez, I know. I don't know why he's spurging so hard against Mr. Beast. What did the guy actually do to him? Give him a job? Ask him to complete a challenge? Everything that Jake Weddle's doing makes him look like Jake Weddle is the soyest of boys. And if you guys know what a soy boy is like a guy who is very feminine, very incredibly weak-minded, has no balls, no alpha, no chadness to him. That's a soy boy. And Jake is like the soyest of the boys. I'm sitting firmly in the middle of everyone in a piece of shit in this situation. Oh, and it is a position in this situation. Okay. I thought you said piece, because POS stands for piece of shit, an acronym. 100% soy boy. I know too much about the personal experience. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you women out there too know about them soy boys. How about a Deaf Noodle comedy rant battle? Yeah, let's go. I will rant battle Jake Weddle, and we'll let Deaf Noodles host it, and he can have his triumphant comedy roast battle happen and redeem himself fully. Everybody wins.
Wait, his dad's not present in his life anymore?
Oh, I got it right. Okay, good.
Shocked.
Should have clocked that one. Yeah, dude.
I wasn't
Wait,
sure.
is there something else about his fucking dad I don't know? I'm not fucking educated on this shit. Isn't he like...
Oh,
I
he's
bet,
a
like,
pedophile. How could I forget?
He's a
Yeah.
pedo. Oh, dope.
Dude, for handshakes, you'll be meeting back up with him. Hopefully.
Another thing, not to glaze fume again, but another cool thing about this fume, now that my chest is congested, I can't hit my vape because it'll make me cough. But I can hit this fume, and it's almost like I'm getting the same sensation of hitting the vape, except I don't have to cough. So it's like almost like I'm tricking my body into thinking I'm getting what I want when I'm really not. You know what I mean? Use code lately.
Follow in the footsteps. All right, got it. Have I made myself clear? Fuck off. Get my name out of your mouth and listen to what I'm saying before it's your kid that gets taken advantage of next.
What? It's your kid that gets taken advantage. That's insane. That's the worst thing said so far.
Videos picking up. Back up next week. Ugly Duck Workshops picking up next Sunday. Streaming soon. And the ends off with a fucking plug.
Please,
That is awesome.
Please.
Podcast drop, and he's doing it with that surprise witness, that girl who sounds like that girl who looks like she'll burn your house down if you break her heart. That crazy chick. Yeah, that's who he's doing a podcast with. Tell me that podcast isn't going to be a total complete shit show, you know? Jake needs at least a good month or so offline. I think he needs like mental help. I think he needs to go to a psychiatric ward for a couple days. Does fume put any harmful chemicals in your body? No, I believe it's just all natural flavors, you know? It's supposed to help you quit smoking. But, you know, always do your own research. But it's supposed to be the good habit. Like, that's their whole spiel, is that it's the good habit where it's not leaving anything on your lungs. I don't imagine they would be able to get approval for sale in the United States without passing tests to prove that, you know. But then again, what do I know? Jake then goes and buys Hershey and Nestle chocolate bar to reward himself for his own. Yeah, it's air with flavor, so you're not really inhaling anything. You're kind of more tasting something. And if you want to see how it works, if you just pull off this oh shit, there it is. But it's just this little foam piece here that you stick in here, and this has all the it's kind of like almost like an air freshener kind of thing, and you just push that in here, put that thing back on there, and then you're good to go, and then you're right to work. You don't have to charge it or nothing.
Watch my show, please.
Podcast dropping, that will be amazing. Just had to put this out there. See you guys next week. Well, he's far from done. If I miss an allegation, drop it here. Your favorite allegation? Type something. Don't forget the ties to Russia, Russian oligarchs too. Oh,
Lexi's fucked up.
Dude, this is literally.
You're not taking me on an ADHD detour tonight, Lexi. Not happening.
Like the whole let's just keep adding on the list. Let's keep adding on to the mountain of allegations. Okay.
Oh, it gets. Wait till you see him, Queen. The next video is probably going to be even better because he's going to be trying to tell a story about his tragic life while also doing stand-up comedy. It's going to be freaking hilarious.
And now you guys.
This guy's like a whole
You guys
mess.
have to say in the audience. Throwing around drugs in the office. I don't even remember that. Right. Thanks, unnamed former employee 694. Mad geeked indeed. Definitely the Delaware one. Jimmy was mad geeked. Huh. Your favorite allegation? Wait.
Now listen, he's probably got a bunch of people who send him questions like making fun of him, but he's only reading back ones from people who actually took it seriously, which is fine. I'd probably do something similar. Like, I'm not gonna read a troll comment.
It's not an allegation, actually. I just want you to take care of yourself. Wishing the best for you and your family.
No, don't take this advice. Keep posting, Jake Weddle.
Dude, you're just on the precipice of your career, getting big, dude. You have the Hollywood fucking brand deal, the comedy.
Yeah.
Deal is just the Netflix special is within your grasp. Okay.
So the kid talking is a commentator called Lyrics. He's a guy who does what I do, except he's much more younger and much more handsome than I am. So, yeah, that's Lyrics. He's pretty smart. It's pretty bright kid. He really is. So he's got a lot going for him right now, cooking, and had his fair share of drama, disappeared from the internet for a little bit, but he's back and he's doing his thing, and we like him for it. And he was the first person to call out. He was the first person to confront Jake Weddle. What's up, Daniel's crew? He was broken before solitary, and it made it worse. Yeah, basically. It's Weddle, e.g. you spelled it wrong. Change it. It'll help the algorithm. All right. Yeah, I think it did show up in the algorithm, though, when I searched it, but that might only be because of that. But let me get it. Let me fix that real quick. I will be getting everybody who spells his name wrong, though, so. Thank you, though, Queen. I got to make sure I do that accurate, because it definitely is hurting. It is definitely hurting my search results. Jake Whittle. Yeah, Whittle Jakey Poo. We got Whittle Jakey Poo. That's what we were calling him that one day, Queen. We were calling him Whittle Jakey. Whittle guy. The Whittle guy.
Okay, just one more step.
Yeah, it's just
more
you
Mr.
just
Beast
one
video.
You're just one more Mr. Beast video away from getting
Yeah,
a special. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude. It's
Not the best
so
speller.
thank you. I'm trying. And it's hard to not do Beast stuff on my channel when the stupidest people on earth are harassing me 24/7. Not being funny, the worst crime. Jimmy will never beat those allegations. Okay, come on, bro.
Jimmy's going to beat every allegation. Y'all know it. Y'all heard it here first. Jimmy's going to go on to keep doing his Mr. Beast stuff. He's untouchable. He's got all the best lawyers. Y'all can't do shit. All you got is a clout chase. That's it. You're being a chaser out there. Lyrics on the ground report checking in. Too bad is still playing OW.
It's so cope. Take it on the guy who tried his best and still couldn't make him funny. Bro, you literally got fired from his company. Ties to Mormon Church, which also covers up SA. What? So just like the Mormon Church collective covers up sexual assault. Am I missing something here? Is that literally what this person is saying here?
Yeah.
I've heard this
That's
going
crazy.
around. Dude, and also, Mr. Beast is Catholic. It makes you wonder that, maybe he's a pedophile too, because there's a lot of pedophiles priests.
Maybe
dude.
he's got some ties to the Pope.
Yeah,
and,
dude, and our fucking
you know.
work-ins there, dude. Fucking touching little Jimmy.
Yeah.
Dude, Jimmy Jr. Okay, come on. I've heard this going around. Me personally, I haven't seen this, but
Jimmy is fine, partially because how much they muddy the water. I don't know. I think that it's like I said before. I think the dog pack started off with something that made sense, and then after time, it changed into something that did not make sense anymore. and then they were just throwing out allegations against anybody they heard about anything they heard. And I think that was not very good. Not smart. Not smart move at all.
some people are saying opinions. Dude, fuck you, dude. Jimmy fucked a dog.
I believe it.
Can we get Smaggle to analyze this case?
I've actually heard this before, so you know it's true.
Smaggle, you round. You get the expertise of
Yeah,
him.
Smaggle was at the scene. Yeah.
He's probably at the scene to grounded. All right, I'm gonna go on a limb here. This one is a joke, but anything's possible at this point. Yeah, dude, amazing, dude. Thank you, Jake Weddle. Harassing his girlfriend Maddie. What? Did she even claim that? Oh yeah, hey Jimmy, call off Keem. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is literally what they're running with. This was Dogpack was alluding to earlier. Is that Keemstar's like being paid off by Jimmy to try to discredit his ex, which is just literal schizo posting.
The Mormon Church does cover up SA. They have nothing to do with Jake Weddle. Yeah, I agree. I do think that the Mormon Church does some shady shit. I've seen that that mini series with Andrew Garfield. I thought was pretty good. It talks about the brothers that were like trying to create old school, old school shit, like rules of Mormonism where they could have multiple wives and stuff. Smaggle weaponizing his autism hard today. I know. Dude, Lexi, I cannot escape Smaggle. He's literally fucking everywhere. I don't know. I get a little Smaggle fatigue. The fact that he can weasel his way into every situation kind of like, I don't know. It can be exhausting sometimes, but I get it. I think in his opinion, it's kind of tragic though too, because I think in his opinion, he's like one of the boys. But then in reality, he's kind of just, they're all bringing him on just to laugh at him, essentially, you know? Smaggle's on the winning team. He is on the winning team, though. I will give you that, Karen Ankor. Smaggle is on the winning team most of the time. But he's on everybody's team, too. He's on literally everybody's team. So it's like, if he's going to win, he's going to lose at the same time, you know? Not to sound negative, but who doesn't cover up SA? The police, hopefully. Oh, even they do. I'm sure that there's even situations in which they've covered it up. Oh my God, it's bad. That doesn't mean that every single SA allegation, Gypsy, is true, though. All right, there has been plenty of stories of girls coming forward who have been proven to be fake. I mean, take that one MLB player. The girl literally took a picture of her saying, "I'm about to get this bag," and then on Snapchat and sent it to her friends, and then came out and said the dude like attacked him and did all this terrible stuff. Smaggle is I'm Alex, but not as cringe. He's literally everywhere, dude. I cannot all my favorite shows all now have Smaggle on them. And it's like, okay. Like, I'll be checking out sometimes when Smaggle's on. Just because I love that they always go to him for like logistical answers, and then he just like goes on like he'll just start insulting the hosts or something. He is funny. I'm not hating on him, but I just like sometimes you got to be in the mood. You got to be in the mood for Smaggle. I am not picking on Smaggle, Lexi. I just said sometimes you got to be in the mood for Smaggle. Okay. You know, Smaggle is he's like a treat after dinner once in a while that you have. You don't eat it after dinner every night because then you're going to end up having like Smaggle overload. So, you got to just be careful with your Smaggle intake. Quite literally, I'm Alex was Clown's Discord mod. Smaggle is I'm Alex. Was he? He was Clown's Discord mod, huh? How about that?
This party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Hey, hey!
Sarah Connage in Little became a lately.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for becoming a lately, Sarah. We've been waiting for you to join forever now. It seems like it's been forever that we've been waiting for you to join. But let's hear it for Sarah Nona Little becoming a member. Let's continue this video.
Like, there's nothing to prove that. The dog in the last story, you fuck, and call off your child slave subscriber army from speaking out publicly against you. It's just so cringe, dude. It's so cringe, and how, like, you know, Keemstar has covered all of, like, Keemstar's been good on this story. All things considered, he's covered all the Mr. Beast stuff, and he's also covered all of the criticizable stuff with the allegations coming out against him with this.
Yeah, to be honest, Karanenko, I missed that whole "I'm Alex" drama. Was that the guy that was messing with his girlfriend or something, and like sent her a whole bunch of nasty text messages. I do believe I think that might be the same guy, but I'm familiar with the allegations. I don't know what like he did in the community because I never watched him. Okay, all right, so then at least I know who he is. But yeah, he kind of had those pick me vibes as well. But I know you guys know more about him than I do, so I'll trust you on that.
Maddie Spadell girl, as well as Dogpack's recent fuck up. From what I've seen, it's been nonpartisan here. Not as bad as others, but just making content creators give his shit products good reviews, equally serious. Okay, we're gonna get into the video in a second. These ones are just shitters. Secret love child between Jimmy and Kim. Dear Jimmy Jr., I'm sorry that those men are.
I love that you started out a sentence, Lexi, just to go the other direction a minute later. ADH twinge. It's the I'm gonna smash your head into a brick wall Minecraft. Yes, okay, I'm familiar with him now. I'm gonna I remember Chud being like, really? He's gonna smash his head into a wall? That's what he's gonna do. I remember Chud talking about it. Was he out here telling girls he's gonna smash his head into a wall? It makes no sense to me. God damn it! Stop telling me I'm sweeping for I'm Alex. That's my Chud impression. Thank you for coming.
Your fathers. The most normal posting. Sorry guys, wouldn't have spilled all that tea.
He'll be back. They always come back, Janie.
To make a public statement calling off everyone harassing whistleblowers and survivors, calling off Keem, based Reddit theories. Send me a cease and desist. Take me to court. I dare you. Listen how disrespectfully he's talking to Mr. Beast too. When this guy literally fucking took 50 grand from him and said that he had a nice, cordial, and like human conversation in his video. This is why you don't bend the knee. Like, I get why Mr. Beast did it, because at this point, you know, Mr. Beast's personal opinions doesn't even take priority anymore because he has a business to worry about, multi-million-dollar business. So I understand why he did what he did for PR reasons, but like bending the knee to despicable people like
it's the last beta podcast.
Because then this is how they.
Isn't that show coming back?
Nothing is ever good enough. Let's get to the solitary footage.
He's supposed to be coming back with a video to counter her allegations. Maybe that's what he's been working on this whole time. He's just got to figure out how he's going to do it without looking like a total schmuck.
The solitary footage public. Let's get it on the record. Like, bro, this guy literally said everything was put past him at this point after he had like a cordial conversation with Mr. Beast and took the money. And yet here he is again, after he meets a little bit of scrutiny. Bro, Jake Weddle isn't getting 1% of the amount of hate that Mr. Beast is, and this is how he's folding.
Yep.
Let's get
That's so true.
Let's audit the Mr. Beast company and the shell companies. Viking took his video down, I assume, because he named the shell company Rubber Duck by name. I bet he got a call, take that down, and he did like a good boy. All right, I'm done. Don't fucking poke the bear again. I will fucking burn. Whoa, dude, Pescador. I will fucking burn it all down, and it will be easy. With ease, I will burn down the multi-million-dollar corporation.
He really said at the bottom here, don't fucking poke the bear again. Like, he's some intimidating ass. Has anybody ever looked at Jake Weddle and thought, now that's an intimidating guy? Jake Weddle, I will break you like a stick, dude. Stop. You're not tough. Nobody, like, if anything, this is entitling trolls to want to push you further. Do you not understand that? Beta is not coming back. At least Tommy said he will not do any business with Keem anymore. Okay, I remember that there was like some mumblings that was coming back. Beta comes back once a year to squash someone into oblivion, and each time they claim it's the very last episode. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I was watching Lolcow Live today, on repeat, and I guess I should say listening to Lolcow Live because there's no reason to really watch it. And I felt like Keem and Tommy's relationship is so complex now because you could tell there's a little bad blood there, but you know, it's not like they don't hate each other. Maybe you could tell there could be some reconciliation that takes place there in the future, but at the moment, right now, like it's just everybody's still too kind of upset about everything falling apart. It's like being in a band. When you're in a band with other guys, it's almost like you're in a relationship with another person because you're sharing music. You're making music together. It's basically like almost like sex. You know, you got to make sure the emotions all stay the same. You're just not physically touching. But emotionally, it can feel a lot similar. And I'd imagine probably be the same thing with a project that you create that's like a TV show, and that's that. You know, you want it to work, right? You want it to all work out and the minute it doesn't, everybody's looking for someone to blame, and Tommy just happened to be on the chopping block. Personally, though, I think they could find someone better for that show that really stick it to Tommy. Tommy didn't seem like he was too interested in that. He seems like he likes doing his radio show. And when I say radio show, I mean internet radio show. He just wants to do his Howard Stern thing. I think Tommy's position is they could be friends, just nothing financially. Yeah, I don't think that Tommy ever wants to work for Keem again. I think that made it pretty clear. I heard EG's going to break Jack. Yeah, I'm going to break Jake. I told him I want to box him. I think he's a grizzly bear, but he's not even a teddy bear. He's like that bear that had the stuffing left out of it. And then he's just like, you know, he's the Build-A-Bear before you put the fluff in it.
This guy is nuts.
He is pretty nuts. That checks out.
Honestly, I can't say thank you enough though, because this is everything that I wanted, like to be the final nail in the coffin. Show.
You gotta give props where it's deserved, and Lyrics did call this out all the way back on Cam Nuggets, and Cam was like defending Jake. Now what can Cam say? Cam looks like a total idiot. All those guys who were defending this guy hard look like total idiots. I'm sorry, they're wrong. They're just flat out wrong. There's no way that you could sit here and tell me that this guy is a victim. Look at that smug fucking face. You're going to tell me that guy's a victim and he's been through a lot? I don't think so. Sticks reading everyone. We're all going to poke the bear. Yeah, everybody poke the bear. But at the same time, I also do not condone harassing anybody mentioned in these videos. But if you want to poke the bear, find a teddy bear in your house and poke that. I knew he sucked day one. Yeah, it didn't take... You know, the guy spent $60,000 trying to have a comedy career and blew through it. I mean, don't you think that'd be a sign that you're not very good at comedy, you know? And nobody wants to hear you talk?
How unhinged this guy is.
He's on drugs?
Yeah, a video.
He probably got it from Dogpack, Roger.
So this is this.
Yeah, hit that like button.
Sex work is work. They should be, you know, legalized and regulated so that, you know, people in those industries don't get hurt, right?
I would agree with that. I think that sex work should be legalized. I think that brothels should come back because the guys are just going to get it off the street. Why not have it at a place where a doctor can come and check out people once a month, make sure that they're not getting any diseases, you know, have them constantly tested so that we're not spreading venereal diseases or STDs from guys that are going to get hookers off the street. Look, it's going to keep happening. All right. Why not make it legalized so that you go pay for sex from someone? You know, it gives couples that maybe want to try something new, you know, an opportunity to go do it somewhere safely. You know, it's like it's so ridiculous that 100% for the tax base in healthcare. Yeah. E.g. pulling a chud. I disavow poking the bear. Disavow. Thank you for the $3. Thank you for the $3. Yeah, I gotta start busting out my chud imitations more. I'm not sweeping. Who am I sweeping for? You're just trolling me. George Carlin said selling legal and fucking is legal. Why isn't selling fucking illegal or illegal? Now, good point. That's a good point. George Carlin was a smart man. If selling is legal and fucking is legal, why not selling fucking legal? As you know, it should be. I know that in Nevada you got to go to the Bunny Ranch or something like that. I forget what it's called, but you can in what is that place? Amsterdam. You can go to Amsterdam and you could window shop who you're gonna fuck. Like they sit out in the windows and it's like, oh yeah, no, not that one today. Yeah, I'm thinking brunette. Let's go. Then you go bang them, and then they go, you know. And then you see like those porn sites where they'll have like those rooms where girls are in the glory hole. I mean, we're not gonna get into that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, basically, it should be legal. Sex work should be like if you can pay someone to film themselves banging, then you should be able to let someone go bang without having to film it. Like, there's no difference, in my opinion, between the camera being on and not, you know? You know, you could say, oh, this is prostitution. You go, oh, really, sir? Because I was taping it. Now I'm good, you know? Pahrump, Nevada, it's legal. They have a place where it is. Yeah, I think that's I forget. I think it's the Bunny Ranch, right? The Bunny Ranch where you can go in. I've seen a guy take his son there once. I was like, that's a little weird. How'd you like it, son? We want to come back better than Disney World, Dad.
That's my opinion on that. I have friends.
What's up, Jessica Nelson? Welcome.
I high school with, I stayed in touch with, and they can't text me fast enough.
The Bunnies and us Angels were the OG OFs.
Oh yeah, I worked with them.
Yeah, it's weird.
First of all, what the fuck are we talking about? If you're thinking, oh, dude, Lyrics, I think you missed a couple posts. I think you missed some context. Nope. No.
This is the first one after.
This is the chronological order of these posts. Talking about James Warren, sex work, other people he knew who does sex work.
Bro, my
Next
friend
level,
told me that
sex
he
talk,
worked
yeah.
with Warren and it wasn't good or something like that. Like, my sister told me the Magnetar went into the school and he was dressed up in the school of children, alright?
I forget what it was called, but yes, Tyler Oliveira did a video on it. Yeah, he I like Tyler. I think he does good work. Make sure everybody welcomes the new person who just came in, Jessica. You know, we're trying to keep people, recruit them and keep them. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lovely, welcoming community. Let's let that be known. Let's let that be heard. It's a beautiful thing, guys, right? That's why you're all here, because you're all lovely, happy people. And we like to laugh at other people. That's like what we do. We're a bunch of really nice, down-to-earth people who like to laugh at other people.
Oh yeah, I worked with him a few times. He loves to pay us to be around.
Yeah, I know, Lexi.
And then he likes to show us his bank account and show us how much money he has. People he paid to be around.
It's only funny because you're poor. I'm poor too. That's why I can say it, you know. Thank you guys. You're the best. Appreciate that. But in reality, like, let's be honest, guys. All right? Let's be honest. If a guy's rich and that's all he's got, he's going to show you his bank account, show you how rich he is. I don't really understand what the whole big deal is here.
You know, for that kind of stuff. Which, again, that's fine. You know, but it's weird and cringe to pay those people to be around.
Well, Jake Weddle calling something cringe. Now I've seen everything. Because he is the king of cringe at this point.
He's paying girls to be around him for like sexual acts.
Who gives a
like,
shit?
what am I here? What is even happening?
Show us your bank account. How did you spend $160K as no savings needed to beg? Yeah. I'm sorry, but if someone gave me $160,000, I guarantee you I'd have a huge portion of it still. If not, I would have turned it into way more money. You know, like, you're an idiot. He paid $40,000 on $100,000 on taxes. That is not how that works. Like, the guy, like, you probably would have had to pay around $30,000 maybe, but $40,000, it's a little extreme. Or you probably could have found a way around it at least.
What is this allegation? He like fucking, I don't know, buys girls.
Yeah, I mean, that rich guys do this all the time. Dan Bazillion, or whatever that freaking guy's name is, he pays, you know, you buy escorts to hang around and you bang them at the end of the night. I guess that's what rich people who have, when money's no option anymore, you can do things like that. Girls flock to guys with lots and lots of money. Why? Because, you know, they're security. You know, it's a lifestyle. They use their assets for fun. It would not be any different for Mr. Beast. You know, it's not like Mr. Beast is an incredibly ugly guy. I'm sure he gets. I mean, look what Boogie 2988 has. He has an attractive young girl. I mean, a little too young in my opinion, but you know, like, that's the kind of stuff that money. And he was broke apparently, but just, you know, having fame and notoriety can get you a lot of things. And I have a feeling that he probably didn't have to pay these girls to be around. All of them were trying to get Jimmy to like sleep with them or something, so that they could be where Madison was. Though supposedly Jimmy has done similar things, has done something similar, according to a Lyft driver who told a story on the Tick and the Talk. I was like, what's the Tick and the Talk? You have such an interesting way about you, Lexi. Never change. He thinks philanthropy is money laundering. Yeah, so it does.
To like spend time with.
And then take out your phone and show them how much money you... Do we have screenshots to prove that? Of course I do. Do I want to endanger the people who sent me those things? No, I do not. Because that's what's difficult about this. Is people don't come forward.
And I trust Jake Weddle to be the correct vetter of information. You know, if I wasn't trusting Dogpack to be a correct, conduit for information, to vet his sources, I'm definitely going to trust Jake Weddle.
Because of you fucking trolls.
Hey, we know that person. I just saw E. Dodgson's name go up through the chat. And she said, trust me, bro. So she's repping our stream on Lyrics' stream. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Everyone is terrified to come forward. Oh, everyone's anonymous. That's because you people are fucking insane. That's why people are anonymous. And that's why he's gotten away with...
I haven't sped up, Gypsy, because we have so much more to get through. We're going to slow it down and listen to him next. But a lot of times we speed up stuff because... Hey, speak of the devil, E. Dodson. I just mentioned you. I just literally mentioned you. Hang on, we're going to go back I'm going to go back 1 second here. Where'd you go? You're on this stream. What is that? What are the odds that I say her name and then all of a sudden she shows up?
To come forward. Oh, everyone's anonymous. That's because you people are fucking insane. That's why people are anonymous. And that's why he's gotten away with this for so long. It's because of you people who harass people on the internet. That's why this happened.
Well, anyway, your name was in the chat.
So if you don't know what you're fucking talking about, shut the fuck up.
Oh, this is getting saucy.
Okay, I'm done. I'll be...
Yeah, see, that's me. She said, trust me, bro. I said, you're repping our motto over here on that show. I saw that. I've been watching for like 10 minutes, EJ. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for making yourself known, E. Dodson. You couldn't even give me a hello? God dang. Well, we're happy to have you here, E. Dodge. You know you're a welcome member. Everybody's welcome member here. He also speaks a million miles an hour, even when it's on 1.5 playback. Dude doesn't know how to shut up. I know. That is probably making it seem a lot faster, Gypsy, is the fact that this guy already talks fast. And he, and then I have him sped up a little bit. So, yeah, it is pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy.
Be back when I'm back. Heart, kissy face. Yeah,
the number one rule: don't rant about the haters. That's like
the trolls.
Get everything off the internet now, please.
By the way, like the previous post, I'll burn it down. I'll fucking burn down everything.
Yeah, it's so scary. I will burn everything Mr. Beast has ever loved to the ground. I will not stop until his children are screaming. He doesn't have any children, Jake. Well, then I'll wait until he has them, and then I will come back and I will make his children screaming. Jake Weddle is Donald Trump. People say I know how to burn it down. I mean, I haven't ever burned it down, but that's what they tell me. They tell me I'm really good at burning it down.
Everything with me. I'll fucking set myself on fire if I have to. I'll self-immolate. Okay, dude. So,
There's E. Dodson again. Kissy. Caught you red-handed, E. Dodson. I caught you red-handed. I was listening to you in the background, EG. I wanted to say hi a little later, and then you mentioned me. Well, of course. If I see any of our people in other streams, I always point them out. That's kind of the fun of it, isn't it? It's kind of like, I spotted someone who I've seen before. Yeah, everybody take a moment to enjoy E. Dodson's fine work here. Would you look at that? The way that she wrote Kissy is just absolutely lovely. Very lovely. Representing us well across the interwebs.
Yeah, that was him saying that. Then he comes back a couple hours later or so, and then makes this post.
Yeah, if you guys ever catch somebody who's in our streams in another stream, you have to point it out. That'd be a fun little game that we get to play.
This came out 8 months ago.
Unless they're saying, like, I watched this guy, EG, he sucks. It's like, wait a minute, you're in here on time. Chef's kiss of a post. That's right. Well said.
YouTube is shadow banning small creators talking about this. YouTube would rather keep all the money than protect.
I bid 1.7 million on Kissy.
Oh man, dude. Mama Max coming back to YouTube must have just like put something in the water. Just like make people act this way. What is happening right now? YouTube is now like they love pedos and they fucking want to see children.
I don't even know how to do that, so you're safe, Hodge.
Children getting touched. Like this video probably just underperformed because it looks like shit.
That does look pretty terrible. It's a pretty shitty thumbnail. What's with the rainbow going through there? He probably thought it was really cool or something.
Like, what is this thumbnail? Mr. Beast is not... Do you know sometimes, videos just underperform? Like, sometimes you just get it like a dud, and that's okay?
Yeah.
That's the game?
Jake Weddle can't accept that yet. He's going to have to learn that. He's going to have to learn that the hard way.
Everyone thinks my profile pic is Marvin the Martian. I know, that's what I thought it was, too. It's me as a lime. A friend drew it for me, not the first, and you won't be the last, Gypsy. Yeah, I think I called out Marvin the Martian earlier when I first saw it, too. Because it looks like Marvin the Martian in front of a British flag. All you British people over there.
Well, the looks of things.
It's dying.
I think that is it.
Last post of relevance.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Blank just submitted your form contact. Message details, first name, email. Kill yourself, die, suffer and get eternally felted. I hope someone kidnaps you and tortures you to death.
Oh my God.
You lying little grifter. Suck Jimmy's cock harder. He might give you another 50K. In order, N-word, Asian slur, N-word, N-word, and then cock. The horror that you have to deal with here. That's
Gotta respect a man for using the Asian slur, spicing things up.
I think that's
You gotta respect the man for using an Asian slur, changing things up. That's good. Yes. I do not condone sending that type of letter to anybody. I don't care how much you dislike them. Telling someone to die is never acceptable and usually means that you are really the true psycho. If you're telling... Like, I realized that Jake Weddle... I just made him an edible. I do realize that Jake Weddle is a cringy fella. However, you know, if you're telling someone to go die, that makes you even worse. I don't care what Jake says. If you're telling a man to go die, yeah, you probably are the problem, though. Yeah, the edible Jake. That's the the incredible edible egg. I switched it. You guys see what I did there? The edible Jake. Why don't people know not to touch the poo? Though, if they didn't, I wouldn't have anything to laugh at. That's true. Don't touch the poo. You don't touch that. Lexi's in rare form tonight. She's in rare form. All right, so we want to go. Oh, Dogpack is a fraud. Who made this one?
Dogpack slandered someone for...
Oh, 4 days ago. All right. Well, we'll have to. Maybe we'll check that one out after this. But I want to stay on task with Jake here. All right, so this is actually Jake. This is actually Jake Weddle's video. Wow, 33 minutes of listening to this guy. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to. This one's gonna be a rough one. Okay, this is gonna be a long one. All right, we're gonna do our best to get through it together as a team. But I feel like we can do it, guys. I feel like we can do it. Okay. Let's just stay strong. Hold each other's hands if we need to. But if we try again. Yeah, brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. We're entering the Weddle zone.
Yes. To address the clickbait. Yes. I'm okay.
I can't do it. I can't. I'm already done. I'm tapped out. Give me $100,000. I need to get my cat first. Yeah. I can't raw dog Jake for 30 minutes. I bet you Jake would disagree with that, Audrey. Put your seatbelts on. Keep your trays in the upright position, please. All arms and legs inside in the upright position. We're bracing for impact. We're heading straight into Jake's butthole. That's where we're going. I thought you loved us, bro. I know. I am so, on behalf of Lately Incorporated, I would like to extend my deepest condolences for what I'm about to expose you guys to. So, yeah, grab a buddy. Have a Jake... Yeah, we have... I think we just lost connection there for a minute. I don't even think OBS wants to deal with Jake Weddle. Let me wait until everybody's back. All right, everybody, check in. Check in. YouTube, are you there? Papa, can you hear me? Oh, well, okay, so Twitch died. The stream was buffering, yes, soul. Back. Good, beautiful. I know, we're at all-time high numbers today, and of course the stream crashes. What is up with that? What is up with that? We lost a person because the damn stream crashed. I swear, they're out to get me. They don't want me growing, guys. They don't want me growing. Okay, good. I'm glad everybody's still here. Good, good. Yeah, it went down for a minute. But if I would have lost people today, I would have been so upset because I'm like, we have 30 people consistently in here, which is our highest numbers as far as I know. They really don't want you to watch this. Yeah, I know. Maybe we should stop, guys. Maybe this is a sign from God that we should probably not head into this dangerous zone known as Jake Weddle. You know, maybe it's just that, you know, scary of a of a thing that we're about to embark on. I know, I was on a roll, and they freaking dropped my thing. Yes, Daniel Crew, we're back. Daniel's Crew, why don't you just watch live with us and then go back and watch the beginning later so that you can participate in the comments? That's what you should do, in my opinion. My asshole nature is attracting the peoples. The peoples. It's attracting all the peoples. No!
I got a little upset spaghetti on Instagram. Whoopsie daisies. Given the circumstances I'm under, I think it's pretty
Yeah, 50K and a monetized channel that has $190,000. Like, what are you bitching about, Jake? Although he has fallen off big time, guys. 6.6 thousand views in 8 hours. Now I know that would be a lot to me, but for a guy like Jake who's had millions of views, my comment didn't send. I was going to say, let me grab a whiskey before Jake talks. Yeah, I don't blame you, Baltic. I don't blame you. But yeah, 6.6K views in 8 hours is a huge falling off for him. He would like a guy with his numbers normally would be a lot higher right now. So you can tell the audience is already exiting very fast. Yep, bro fell off. People say with a steep ascent up in viewership, there's a steep descend down as well. That's why I prefer, my nice little, like my graph kind of looks like this. It's just tiny little ups here and there, tiny little ups. Because you know what? When I'm up here at my peak, I'm going to have like a nice safe drop down, when I do eventually fall off. Because everybody seems to fall off at some point. But I'll have a lot more time in the spotlight than this guy will. My goal, though, is to stay up there. Is to get up there and just stay up there. Never come down, right? Bring you all with me. Nobody wants to hear him talk anymore. I know that even the stream was like, no, that's enough. That's enough. We don't want to continue this anymore.
reasonable that I got a little upsetty spaghetti. But I also want to give a bit of a trigger warning.
All right, Daniels. Yeah, Daniels Crew. Just stay live with us when we're live. And then what you do is you go back and then rewatch. You just watch what you missed earlier. So that way you can participate in the conversation. You know, I know you want to. Are you going to watch the Trey guy? I'm not familiar with the Trey guy, but we can take a look. So, let's go.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
J-Sauce got one. Congratulations, J-Sauce.
This party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solid Luna gifted Brandon William membership.
Hey, Gypsy Rose received one.
Keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solid Luna gifted Mike Santillana Mexan membership.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solid Luna gifted Gypsy Rose and membership.
Hello, Heavenly
Hell yeah,
Waste.
This party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solid Luna gifted Democrat Resistance and membership.
Democrat Resistance. It sounds like somebody who would watch me. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. As always, we appreciate the support. And thank you again, Soul. You're the best. And Gypsy got one. How about that? How about that?
Because this is a video about mental health. I'm going to talk about some stuff from my past that was completely not Mr. Beast related.
Oh, doubling up.
But therapy has been a huge part of my life. I've known a lot of people with mental health struggles.
There's nothing wrong with being in therapy. However, there is when you tell everybody in the world about what you go through on a daily basis. That's see, like I tell you guys what I've struggled with, but I don't tell you like my innermost, deepest like things. You know, like that's my shit. I don't share that with you. Like I don't tell you my day-to-day interactions with people. I can tell you about struggles that I feel made me better. And I think that therapy is very, very good for anybody out there struggling. But, you know, I also don't feel like Jake is, you know, he's in a spot to be telling people about his therapy, you know?
I take mental health struggles very, very seriously. And a lot of people...
As you should.
Because they saw my interview. You know, they saw me be vulnerable on camera for a little bit. And people felt safe enough to come to me in my DMs and say, hey, I'm going through it. Do you have any advice? And
I could probably slow him down now because we're not catching up. We're on we're on like the main stuff.
I've tried to respond to as many of you as possible because now I feel like if I don't respond. But I decided to make a video talking about some of my mental health struggles throughout my 27 years. So please note, this is a time capsule from a few days ago.
I shared your channel with my neurologist today, and he started watching the one about Tina. He started making dad jokes about it, and the receptionist was talking about it when I left. Nice! That's what I'm talking about, Daniel's crew. Share the EG Lately experience with people.
Even in this moment where I'm editing it, and I hope to get it up by Wednesday. The original plan was called Mental Health Mondays, but that would be awkward if it came out on a Wednesday. You know, I got to work on the marketing. You know.
Okay, that was mildly funny. That was like mild. I almost smiled. You almost had me, Jake. You were this close to get me to smile, brother.
Got Wednesdays with Weddle. That's slowly getting overshined by Booty Call Wednesdays. But if
okay, that's probably the first time he said something that I thought was funny. I will admit that, because Booty Call Wednesdays is from the dog pack video, and Oompaville was talking about it, and he was like, "Will Booty Call Wednesdays ever return?" You know, that's the true sadness here, because it got canceled in the video. So I thought that one was actually kind of funny. If I'm gonna shit on the guy for not making me laugh, I have to take my L's when he does make me laugh. I will treat this chat like my therapist. You're gonna hate me by the end of tonight. It all started back in the early 80s, when I was born. Life has been downhill since then. Lexi.
If you want to talk about mental health and not be a jackass about it.
By the way, guys, happy to announce Booty Call Wednesdays are back on in the EG Lately Discord, so join.
Then you're in the right place. So yeah, trigger warning for like, you know,
Yeah, you won this time, Jake Weddle, but I'll be waiting for you next time to make sure that everything you say, regardless of how funny it is, I don't laugh at it. What's up, Undertaker? Happy to see you back over here, buddy.
Yes. Also, domestic violence, you know, physical abuse, some authentic feelings about those things.
You know why I think it made me laugh? It's because he's not trying so hard in this video. Do you guys notice that? Like, in his first couple videos, he was trying so hard to put on a stand-up comedy routine. And in this video, he's not doing that. He's kind of just talking and throwing in, like, once in a while a one-liner. And that works so much better. What's up, DSP? Good to see you. But you guys see what I mean, though? I clipped that mildly funny. Yeah, I think it's mildly funny. You know, made me giggle.
And also some jokes about those things. I'm going to talk about some good habits that I, you know, was able to...
And he's not doing like that whole, hey, what's the deal with cell phones thing? You know, like he was doing in his first videos. I think that's much better for him. Like, I think depressed Jake is a lot funnier than happy Jake. You know?
Lean from experiences in therapy and some bad habits.
Well, that's because he just went through hell, Audrey.
Yeah, you know, trial and error. You know, whoopsie daisies, don't do that, you know? But if you're one of those people who reached out to me because you were like, oh, how do you get through stuff like this? Well, here's the video for you. But this isn't everything, you know? Go to therapy, you know, don't let me be your only healthcare provider. For the love of God, make sure you have a good support group. Make sure you have good people in your life. And if you require, you know, professional help, then there's no shame in getting it. And yeah, people who shit on you for seeking help, it takes a big person to ask for help. It's a lot bigger than somebody who shits on the person who needs it.
Based. I'd have to say based. You know, I can't even argue with that. I can't even argue with that fact. You know, he makes sense there. You know, it takes a lot. I remember, oh my God, you know, I have never really sat down and spoken to you guys how much of, like, a jackass my dad is. But I remember after when I was getting clean off drugs, I decided to do therapy to work on whatever the hell I was going through. And when I came home from therapy, he, like, bitched me out, told me I was like such a weak piece of shit. And this was after I had just talked to my therapist for like an hour about how like abusive my father is mentally to me growing up. And still is to this day. I don't know what's up with him. I think he's got a mental thing going on or something, but it's just always been that way. Actually, some of you might have heard him last night, you know, screaming at the top of his lungs because, you know, me and the missus are getting ready to move out of here, so we're staying with my parents till we can. And, you know, he does, Gypsy, he really does. I'm obviously not gonna tell you anything about him, but it sucks. And, you know, I came back feeling like optimistic about my future and being able to work through some things, just to have him attack me like ravenously. It was really fucking terrible. To be honest, that's what led me to drug addiction was my having to be raised by that dude. I mean, I've had moments where he's been an okay dad, but for the most part, it's just been an absolute fucking nightmare, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get back to Jake. Yeah, you know, especially Audrey, when you're getting clean and stuff, you gotta like balance. You gotta find your, you basically restart life. You know, it's almost like graduating high school again and then starting life there. You know, and plus I need help with my daughter right now, but we're getting ready to. We are going to be moving out this next month, I believe. So that'll be exciting. And that's all thanks to you guys, honestly. You know, it's all the donations and all that shit. That helps me be able to get out of here, to be honest with you. Not to play psychologist, but parental narcissism. Yeah, that's what it seems like, you know? But, like, sometimes, you know, I have to do shit like this, you know? Maybe we should give Jake a little music, huh? Let's make this a little sappy for him. Let's make this a little sappy sap. Let's see, how's this one?
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better.
Thank you, Soul.
Solent Luna gifted Christy Powell a membership.
Hang on, I gotta get the thing. Where are the other four? They did. Did we hit the end of the? Did we hit the end of the line? No more memberships. You've given them to literally everybody you can. Yeah, someone gifted you a membership, Gypsy, for sure. Yep, that's the kind of community we have. It's beautiful. All right, I think we listened to the other one the other day, so we can listen to this one today.
And if somebody asks you for help, do what you can.
End of the line.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, Soul is determined to pay my mortgage, and I love her every day for it. You're amazing, Soul. Never change. Never change. You're getting stronger by the day. That's right. You know, we're growing. We're growing pretty good, and hopefully we can just keep this trajectory. I promise, as long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep giving you interesting things to talk about. Because that's just how we do things around here, you know? That's how we do things around here.
Lighthearted content coming soon. I know I've been pushing back the Dan Crenshaw in the Baldur's Gate video. Dan Crenshaw's sponsored. I have to get that out. All right, here's Jake from a few days ago.
Hi, thanks for being here. This video wasn't planned, but I do feel like it's really, really important. So before we get started, I do think we have one order of business. Are you happy? You're welcome. This past...
Yeah, see, when he's trying, he's not funny. Like, that was not funny. Like, I think the depressed stuff worked because, you know, he wasn't trying so hard. But this not so good. Not so good.
Month, I guess, has been pretty wild.
What's up, G-Force?
Had a lot of ups and a lot of downs for me personally. And that's also all I'm going to talk about, is me personally. I'm not going to give you...
I wish I would have done that, New Moon. But I love my mother.
You know? There's a lot of you guys. When I say guys, I mean like colloquially. I know some of you are women and they haven't fucking need. I say hey guys. Yeah. The people who watch me, the people who like me, people who don't like me, people who are neutral, and the haters and the losers on 9/11. And I hope that by just being vocal about some of this stuff, by just talking about it, giving you guys the ugly behind the scenes, it can help somebody make choices that don't put them in a situation where they feel unwell. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, this guy. He started off so well. But now he's kind of, he's starting to get back to the way he was before. Yeah, he over-explains everything. Overly explains literally everything.
When I was a kid, I wish I was told things, and it, you know, I know my audience isn't babies, thank God. You guys got really mad, actually, at the, Jake Weddle wrote your childhood. The comments were like, I'm 46. Sorry. No, mental health has always been a big part of my life, whether I like it or not. I feel like the base chemistry of my brain is fine. I don't have a genetic predisposition to things like depression and anxiety. I do have crippling ADHD, which, can...
Been there, brother.
Fall into some less fun things if not mitigated properly. I talked about this a little bit in Rat Boy Summer. That was essentially a mental health...
We embrace ADHD on this channel, though.
How excited I was to be on medication. I want to get into a lot in this video, so just so you know, stick around for a genuine background of my life, so you know why I'm...
Oh, that sounds so much fun.
Then I'm going to do how crazy this month in particular has been. some personal choices that I was making that made me a little extra unwell. And then I'm going to give out some advice that I got from some dear friends, from some family, from some new friends.
Oh my God, this sounds like such a boring video. Well, we're already started. We got to finish.
Rosanna called, and we had a lovely talk.
But I think we're going to speed it up, especially now that he just mentioned Rosanna Pansino. This guy loves name-dropping people. Absolutely loves it. It makes him feel so powerful. I know big YouTubers, too. You don't see me talking about them every single stream, Jake. Speaking of ADHD, I saw my shiny squirrel catcher today, a.k.a. my psychiatrist. Nice. I use my phone only for watching online. Yeah, well, you know, whatever you use works. Good, good, because ADHD is all I got. That's all I got. You know, seriously, I've had this same problem. I learned to not explain and just do it. Yeah, I really, because the first comment you're going to get from everybody is, why don't you just shut up and get to the point, you know? But you always got to do an intro to a video. It's like your intros, though, shouldn't be very, very long, because that you're going to lose a lot of people if they are. That is all you got.
And then we're going to talk about the channel here, moving forward.
ADHD Unite!
Relationship with doing Beast content, you know, because it is cathartic and satisfying, you know? Like when I was doing jokes about my dad, or when I would do jokes about, you know, abusive relationships, it gave me power back, you know, to be able to take the piss out of something that was full of piss. I didn't like that. Let me do that again. You know, a lot of people say that comedy can be a defense mechanism. You know, it's something that blocks you from being able to process trauma.
Just listen to me. I'll keep you guys straight.
But I know it helps me. I know being able to joke about something serious, it makes it less scary, and it gives you the ability to process. So there might be some bits in here. I might be a little silly.
Jeez, Jake Weddle doing bits during his breakdown? Shocking. News at 9.
I hope it's okay.
E.g. lately, if you ever want to do a show on how to really screw up a child's life, I can explain my childhood. Yeah, I'm sure that, I'm sure I could easily do that. It's freaking terrible, man. Like, kids have it rough sometimes. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that my daughter does not have to go through the stuff I did. But the fact that she's around the fucking dude until we get out of here, I still have time to get her out, though, before any real damage is done. I was recently diagnosed with ADHD, only took 26 years. Yeah, a lot of people end up getting it and don't realize, or have it and don't realize that they have it. But also a lot of people say they have it who don't really actually have it. You know when you actually have it because you can't help yourself. Like, you'll read 3 pages of a book and be like, what the f did I just read? I cannot remember what I just read. We all want our futures to have a better life. That's right, Undertaker. I'm bipolar. Now that's tough, Steve. Bipolar disorder sucks because I think that my dad has that as well. But lately he's just been nothing but down. Because you'll have like little, you'll have spurts of amazing times, and then you'll have little spurts of really sad times, you know? Fucked up and proud. That's right, Daddy's grandbait.
So let's get into why am I like this? But no, I didn't really have access to a lot of quality mental health care, or just general health care, really. I was seeing the pediatrician until I was like 24.
My son has it, and my nephew, yeah. It's very common, I think.
Everyone always assumes I grew up really wealthy. That's because I smile. What's that movie? Sorry to bother you. I got that white people, just carefree attitude. You know, oh, that guy's got his bills paid. No. One time we had our water, we had our power shut off. But
oh yeah, this is the good part, Queen. This is where we get to watch this guy try to do a stand-up comedy bit while also look at him shaking too. I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but he's shaking while he's doing this. Know how that feel? Okay, you're talking to Audrey. But yeah, this is the guy basically explaining what's going on with him and trying to make it funny at the same time.
The water wasn't shut off, so we had showers, but it was cold. So what we would do is we would boil some water and then mix it with some cold water so that we could take like a warm-ish sponge bath, you know? And I don't know, when you're like high school and you got to catch the bus at like 5 a.m., you know? You're a sleepy boy. You're sleepy. And you're in your 5 a.m. shower, so you get to school. You're mixing your hot and your cold. Well, sometimes you forget to mix them. And I had to not go to school for a couple days because I accidentally poured boiling hot water on my head. Whoopsie daisies. And we were broke because my dad was a piece of shit. I have that one joke I always bring up about my dad. But one time I did a show called Dad Stories, and everyone was supposed to talk about their dad.
Color me shocked that Jake Weddle hates his father. You know? Color me shocked that Jake Weddle hates his dad so much. I have autism, ADHD, CPTSD, and I was misdiagnosed BPD for years, but the help I got for it was so transferable. Don't regret it for a second. Why don't you save some, diagnosis for the rest of us, Queen? Jeez. Just getting diagnosed with everything over there. Greedy. I'm just kidding.
At the show, and they wanted me on it. I was like, oh, perfect. And that was the first time I did like 7 minutes exclusively on my dad, and that was a dark set. In fact, I guess I didn't get
used to the cold water. Nothing makes me happier than when Rogera starts flexing on these guys, because Rogera's like seriously the sweetest. So if Rogera starts flexing on you, you know you're fucking up big time.
That was not supposed to be the vibe. Everybody else brought their dad.
It's like, oh, yeah, good point, DSB. So you had a father, huh? That must have been nice. Tell me what that was like.
Yes. The host comes on and is like, okay.
Yeah, true. If you were broke, you would not have hot water.
The next comic comes up and goes, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, we love Rogera.
My dad's here and not in jail. Jake, I'm sorry. But no, one of the jokes was he was a freelance contractor, and he worked like exclusively in my neighborhood. So I didn't really have a job. He would just kind of go door to door, be like a handyman, and have sex with your mom. And that's not a joke. He banged every mom on that swim team, I tell you. And then he got in trouble for messing with that kid. What happened, Nathan? You run out of moms? So he made like no money, and what little money he did have, he spent on beer bullshit. He fucking hogged my Xbox like an older brother. And it kind of felt like that because my parents were really young when I was born. The fact that I'm 27 and don't have 3 kids right now was like Christ.
That makes no sense. The reason I'm 27 right now and have no kids is because I'm crushing it. That I had my daughter when I was 28. I was not crushing it. I promise you, I was not crushing it in life when I had that. I got diagnosed with autism and ADHD as an adult, CTSD when I was in my mid-20s. Before that, they thought I had BPD. Here, you have to be 18 to have diagnosed with mental health. Okay, so you just kind of had them over time. Jake sped up is actually insane. To believe it or not, I don't even have him sped up right now. Oh, I do. I have him at 125. Let's see what it's like when he doesn't speed up.
A dorm full of teenagers that didn't know what they were doing, and we didn't have any money. And my dad was a real piece of shit to my mom all the time. A lot of the times people are like, oh my God, you're nature, nurture, you grow up in a shitty environment. Yeah, I grew up in a dog shit environment, but it was good to see examples of what not to do, I got to see how certain behaviors would make women cry, and then I would write down, don't do that. Yeah, it was a verbally abusive and...
I'm not gonna lie. I've grew up watching my dad and was just like, I'm gonna do everything differently than him. Yeah, that was only on 1.25. I know. I thought, no, yeah, only 1.25, and that's how fast he was going.
And sometimes violent place to be.
I always tell my fiance if I ever do anything, if I say anything to her that my dad would say to my mom, like just take me outside and put me down like Old Yeller.
So that's one. I have a lot of residual, and that's the most processed thing, by the way, because that's the longest, most talked about. So I've done the most amount of dealing with, and everyone talks about like why I'm so like jovial and open about that.
We're just gonna stop the music for a minute.
Like I'm not weird about talking about. I'll tell you anything. I'm an open book about that kind of stuff because him going to jail was awesome. Yeah, I said this in another video. It was like a guy who was really good at avoiding consequences. Finally had some consequences, and so the toxicity was removed, and you'd hope he'd be reformed in jail, but no, he's still a piece of shit. We're still getting letters where he's being transphobic to my youngest sibling. Fuck him, he's fine. My mom, you guys love that bitch.
What is even happening right now?
She was at the tail end of one of my videos.
Does anybody have any idea what this guy's saying? I think these are like schizophrenic ramblings right now that we're listening to. Like these are just straight up schizophrenic ramblings. I found a better song to put on for Jake.
You guys commented, Mama Weddle. Yeah, my dad wouldn't let my mom.
Yeah, he's just straight ranting.
He was like, no, I'm the breadwinner.
ADHD is happening.
And then we didn't have any bread. And then we got him out of the picture, and then my mom was able to like kind of crawl us out of that.
Yeah, you're not alone, Gypsy. Nobody knows what's happening here.
That basically brings us to midway through college. That was the life up until maybe like 7 years ago. And there's some things about that I, like I said, there's positives that I can find if I'm really looking. Like I got a lot of what not to do examples. I know how to be broke. You know, like, I'm not scared to go broke. I've been broke before. I'll do it again. You know, there's pros and cons to this, but I wish I didn't have to be so emotionally intelligent. You know, but you have to do it to survive. You know, I'm like really hyper vigilant on picking up when somebody else is sad or angry. Because if I didn't do that before, I'd get hurt. But now I can take that skill and be like, hey, are you good? And they're like, yeah. I mean, how'd you know I wasn't feeling well? Oh, it's because I can smell you. Yeah, I don't think it.
Because I can smell you. Okay, mildly okay. It needs a little work. It needs a little work. But this guy's literally talking about his traumatic childhood and trying to make it a stand-up act. And I get that this guy's like, live, breathe, die comedy, but at the same time it's like, all right, man, maybe you need to pick a lane, you know, for a little bit, and then go wild without saying a joke, and then add a joke in like when people aren't expecting one, you know. NGL, it's hard to follow him. My brain goes straight to standby mode after like 1 minute. I know, but let's speed him back up. We're speeding him back up.
But you have to. You go through adversity, but I do think it makes, you know, somebody stronger if you can get through it. But you know, that's a 50-50 toss-up. In a lot of comics, you know, they talk about, you know, going through a lot of trauma. And then one of your responses to said trauma is you got to be funny. And yeah, not every comic, obviously, but you know, a lot of them. And that's why one time, this was like years ago, I was asking dating advice from a friend of mine. He's an older comic. He's literally me 10 years in the future. He looks terrible. But I was, you know, talking about, you know, dating advice, and yeah, I would date people who like. Look
at him shaking. You guys see him shaking? He's like this with the mic.
That when I was growing up was like Tuesday, you know. And that's just my perspective, you know, because I grew up that way. And
he's not doing well. Is Jake Weddle okay? Well, these short answers, yeah. No, you're not, bro. You're not fooling anybody with this. You are not doing well.
And what did he say? He said, that's why comics can't date surface dwellers. I was like,
pretty much, yeah. It's speeding up the video. It's like, all right, let's just get this shit going. Let's go. Come on. Let's hurry this shit up.
Damn. You're right. Let me get back to the sewer. I'm a dumpster mutt. But he also said, you know, for perspective, the worst thing that's ever happened to somebody, even if it's not that bad, is still the worst thing that ever happened to somebody. So it's good to have empathy both ways, you know? You don't want to invalidate anybody's experience. Even
Jake's not okay. He's not okay. Oh, my God. We might have to do karaoke and do that song. I'm not okay.
Your perspective, you're like, no. It's still...
For Jake Weddle.
You know, in that environment I grew up in, it definitely pushed me.
Even faster?
Stand up, you know. I knew I wanted to perform. I knew I wanted to be.
Okay, we're at 1.5, guys. I don't think she can take much more. We're redlining Jake Weddle.
If you can do it in a funny way, that's awesome. If you can't do it that way, though, then, I don't know, go watch an Ari Aster movie, I guess. And for me, you know, if you can take something shitty and awful and bad, you know, and turn it into something positive. You know, you're not literally the thing itself, but you take that.
Yo, you're not alone, Sarah. I think we all are lost on this. This has been nothing but a total schizo rambling. And this is, 33 minutes long of this guy just rambling schizoness. Zero story, zero freaking plot, zero freaking... Yes, I told you guys strap in, and I did apologize before we got going, okay? Should we kick it up to 2 times the speed? Do you think we'd even be able to understand him? Let's see what 2 times the speed is. Let's max this baby out and see what we got.
Experience, and from that experience you can then distract somebody else.
Oh my God, we can still understand him.
We can make fun of my bullshit. And while I'm distracting you from your daily trouble.
This is double the speed.
And if I can make you laugh doing that, oh, that gives me chills thinking about it. But that environment also maybe projected me into some not good habits. You know, I took a lot of, you know, what not to do notes. But I probably also picked up some subconscious behaviors. You know, I'm a people pleaser. You know, I'm trying to make sure everybody's happy. I want to make sure everybody's good with me. You know, if somebody has a problem with me, I go up to them and go,
now it's starting to make a little more sense.
I'm sorry, what's that John Mulaney bit where he's like, you could spill soup in my lap and I'll apologize to you. You know, that's, yeah, you know, this next part I'm not going to dwell on.
You know what the funny thing is? His voice like matches his face now.
It's behind me, but that, you know, could carry over.
You know what? I never seen someone who has the characteristics of a rat while also looking like a rat and having a rat stash. You know? You rat bastard! As someone who's has a form of schizophrenia, this is absolutely a schizo rat. Oh yeah, this is fucking schizo as it gets.
Situations, you know, relationships where I could have stuck up for myself a little more. That was a lesson learned in you can't people please to the detriment of yourself, and that is a lesson I struggle with every day. It comes from a place of, you know, wanting to do good, you know, wanting to not be an asshole, you know, have a positive impact. But also it comes from, oh no, you're mad at me? Well, I'm trained to know that that equates to harm. Maybe if I'm funny, or maybe if I apologize, or maybe if I make myself as small as possible, then less people get hurt, and it's wrong. But I got an etch-a-sketch then out of my brain somehow. It's hard to be funny about that kind of stuff sometimes, yeah. This is the last thing about that one situation. We'll move on, but you know, sometimes my partner should be physical with me.
And yeah, first of all, it was all your dude, pussy, fucking, you know, I was on the phone with mom about it, and I should have stayed when we were after that, but.
I still have no idea what's going on.
What did I say? I said, don't worry about my container.
That is a rat stash. Yeah, this is the definition of a rat
I
stash.
taking a snapshot of somebody at their worst and using it to discredit them.
Don't say that. He's gonna get mad. His dad was a
That
file.
was one of the mechanisms, yeah. I would be, it's called reactive abuse. Thanks TikTok, where, you know, the other person just pokes and prods and gaslights and get you wired up until you blow up. And then the second you blow up, they go, you're fucking crazy, you know, everything I said in those previous videos, unfortunately came from experience. So I'm silver lining. Maybe it was good to have the experience so I could be ready for this. And, you know, the past year, my mental health's been really good.
Until I got called out for all my lies.
You know, I had ups and downs.
I'm sure your mental health is great. Your mental health is great until you are like called out on your bullshit and all the lies. Lying's fantastic, and as long as no one's catching you in them.
Obviously. But I had such a down that it gave me a kick in the...
Okay, now I'll be honest. I don't know if Jake Weddle has ever really lied about anything, but I will say that the shit he's doing to Mr. Beast is terrible, mainly because, you know, he's essentially doing something that is... He's essentially doing something that is shitty to someone who did something nice for him. You know what I mean?
In the pants to change things, as explained in Rat Boy Summer. And I was on meds. I was eating right. I was sleeping good. I was getting my work done. You know, I felt good. We stand up.
These false accusations in the past have been good for these false allegations to come up again in the future was all I got. Yeah. I still can't get over how he compared Mr. Beast to his PDF dad. I know. Like, that's the thing that a lot of people are pointing out. Like, he just clearly hates Jimmy because Jimmy's everything that he wishes he could be. And he's not. And he will never get that. He will never have that kind of, you know, attributes.
And all the pieces were coming together for a fully formed Weddle. A Kakuna, if you will. And then this Beast shit hit the fan. I wasn't expecting it. You know, if you told me, like...
Can you imagine what Weddle's... did he say his name was Weddle? Can you imagine what a Weddle final form is? I guess he's talking about Pokemon now. I think that's a Pokemon.
July. This crazy shit.
It just makes sense because his name's Weddle.
The days leading up to the interview, and then the days leading up to the release of it. Yeah, there was some struggles. Some struggling days.
Yeah, I know, Blue Jay. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Me appearing to struggle, you know. If I show struggle, then they're gonna use that to discredit me. Like, oh, see, he's crazy, you know.
You are crazy.
I'm all too familiar with. You know, I was expecting the worst, and then something else happened. The video came out, and it was received very well, better than I could have ever hoped. You know, I don't think I've ever been collectively validated by the world before. That was a surreal.
You weren't. You were validated by like a bunch of people. Hit all the comments that were negative towards you. 2 million people is not even enough to make up a whole state. So I don't know what you're talking about. The world, you know, the majority of the world, Jake Weddle, would probably shame you. Go over to Iraq and say, go over to Iraq and then tell them what happened to you and tell them that you're a victim and see how they react and see if you got their approval, Jake. I doubt you will. Okay, stop. Okay, stop stopping him to talk. That's my job, Gypsy. It's my job.
Real feeling. You know,
I know you want him done.
To have to be quiet about something shitty like that, and then you're scared to talk about it, and you do talk about it, and you feel.
Yeah, this is. I mean, nobody's getting. Maybe you're right, Gypsy. Maybe I could just talk right over him. Okay, and we'll be in the same exact place that we were when I let him go.
Picking it up, you know, Rosanna did a thing on NBC. Like, if you want to say I'm weird, that's fine. If you want to say my stand-up's bad, that's fine. It's like a superficial, like, oh, not my cup of tea. Like, that's fine. Your stand-up taught me about, you know, honesty.
This is very schizo. So schizo-y.
Completely bare, open, and vulnerable in a way that's raw and real, even if it looks bad. On one hand, it's helpful for me to process it in real time, verbally. And on the other hand, if somebody can relate to the experience.
You know what I find odd? The title of this is Jake Weddle. Is Jake Weddle okay? And clearly, he's not. Because this is a half hour of him just saying nothingness.
I'll break an NDA. But sitting down and going over it with Dogpack, you know.
Name drop.
Closer to me in therapy than me doing stand-up, even though I was doing bits the whole fucking time. And so, yeah, like regular mean comments, that's fine, you know. I don't know, the fact like, oh, he's acting, oh, he's grifting, you know.
He's a stand-up comedian, so you could call him weird. Go on, it's okay. Thank you. Yeah, he is weird.
Yeah, but the mechanisms in which you use to.
I feel like he needs to make a script, scrap it, and then make another script. Yeah, make one script,
like I was asking,
get rid of it, and then make another one, and then go with that one.
I went through a lot.
He sounds like me when I'm talking to myself in the journal. Yeah, basically, it's an inner monologue for the whole YouTube to see.
Before he got weird and crazy.
I heard Jake is far from okay. I heard you're right, Carla.
You know? Why? Because he turned down $50 million? Surely he must be...
What an ego on this guy. He clearly thinks he is some kind of misunderstood artist. Yeah, he's just upset that, he's not successful yet. That's it. And he had his opportunity to shine, and his whole main goal in life is to be a stand-up comic, and everybody in the world were like, hey, thanks for telling your story, but yeah, your comedy sucks. Like, that's probably the one thing you should not continue trying to pursue. It's like being a singer and hoping you're going to be the next Katy Perry, when in reality, you're unattractive and you can't hold a tune. Like, it's just not going to happen for you, man. Like, just let it go. I think he should spend some of that $50K paying someone to write a script for him. Isn't this guy a writer? Didn't this guy write for Mr. Beast? No wonder he doesn't have a job anymore. Like, I swear this guy said, I've written for this channel, I've written for this channel, I've written for this. Stop hiring this guy.
And that says a lot about you and what you think and you believe. I remember he said,
he's a misunderstood stand-up comedian.
You shouldn't call anybody crazy. It's dismissive. You know? You talk about Martin Lawrence in his underwear, waving a gun around his neighborhood saying, they're trying to kill me. And yeah, you could write that guy off as, you know, some fucking psycho. But
yeah, it's bad writing.
You know? What drove
He's
that person
just
to,
pretentious.
You know, being crazy. If that person's crazy, why? What happened? Because it's probably not their fault. You know? Something happened. Insanity is like gravity. And sometimes that push is circumstantial. And sometimes that push is very purposeful. You know, sometimes you
know what I just noticed? His light, his spotlight in the back is supposed to be like a comedy store spotlight, where you just have one spotlight behind the comedian. It's not working, Jake. Not working.
The content machine, whether it's YouTube, Hollywood, you know, the road, and it spits you out crazy. And that doesn't mean you're crazy.
Google says he's a writer. Yeah.
Normally,
Fat chance. Google's lying.
You know, so last couple days were.
He's supposed to be a writer. If you're a stand-up comedian, you should be writing. But clearly, this isn't his forte. Yeah.
Doing a lot of backdoor work to keep my family safe because they were getting harassed. And, you know, all those things put together.
He's written a few YouTube scripts, then he calls himself a writer. That's cringe. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's ever written for like a real TV show. He's written for some YouTubers. I wouldn't call yourself a writer. And if you are, then what the fuck is this?
You know, I talked about my insomnia problems. Lead up to the release of
the
interview.
Queen of Karma, the funny thing about it is he decided to go, he got $100,000 from Mr. Beast, and he decided to try to use that money and he got this money from being tortured by Mr. Beast when he wasn't. And he was just locked in solitary confinement for a couple days. And for a guy like this, that's a goddamn nightmare to not have people to talk to. So no wonder he's looking at it as torture. Anyway, made $100,000 from that, decided to go and try to use that money to make and he told Mr. Beast he was going to pay off his student loans, which he didn't. He decided to go take a shot at being a stand-up comic and traveled around the country trying to play comedy shows, hoping to get noticed. And instead, he ended up just going through that money and wasting it. He's not good at comedy. He's not good at YouTube either. I don't know what the future has in store for this guy. I really don't. You know? I don't think that this crowd that he has is going to stay around forever. I mean, he might be able to make enough off of YouTube to, like, do something. But look at this. This video came out 8 hours ago. Hang on. I just want to refresh it. Let me make sure I don't lose my spot. 21 minutes.
I'm getting some death threats.
All right. So it's in 8 hours, it's only got 7K views. We're talking about a guy who got millions of views in the first 2 days of one of his other videos. And that's how fast this guy's fallen off, you know?
Threats, which weren't that bad, you know? One guy just had a bunch of slurs. And I'm doing a lot of backdoor work to keep my family safe because they were getting harassed. And, you know, all those things put together. You know, I talked about my insomnia problems. Lead up to the release of the interview. And these past couple days were the last times where my sleep was really difficult. My sleep was bad. I had a bit of a lapse on my meds, and that's just because they're difficult to get. And now I can see the night and day difference. You know, when I'm on them, it's much easier to keep myself.
I heard Jake fell off. Yep, you were right.
Drug, but you know what's a pretty bad drug? Your phone. I was so worried before, and then it came out and it was positive. Yeah, I was glued to my phone because I've never received that much validation.
I still can't get past the fact that he's shaking so much. Like, watch the mic; it's shaking so much. He's so nervous talking about this shit. The difference between his Beast and non-Beast videos is huge in terms of views. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to me.
My life. And
Like this, he's talking about himself. Nobody gives a shit about you, Jake. But they care about Mr. Beast.
the happy chemicals go burr, okay? But that's dangerous. You know, doing things that are self-soothing.
Yeah, Gypsy, aren't you laughing your ass off yet?
Short term, but it can fuck you up in the long term. You know, one of my comfort, soothing, happy chemical moves is I get junk food. Oh, I DoorDash junk food like a piece of shit.
Oh, absolutely, Queen.
In the world, man. I ordered online. The guy brings it to me. I don't have to get up. Oh, he leaves it at the door. I want chicken wings right now. No, there's behaviors that aren't good, aren't healthy, but they can feel good. You know, and that's what you want. You want to feel good, and that's hard sometimes. You know, so you find cheap ways to feel good, easy ways to feel good.
This is so bad, guys. This is so fucking bad.
You know, and then when the other comments and
I can't even finish this. I'm gonna be honest. I can't even finish this. It's 9/11 on 9/11, and we're watching Jake Weddle just absolutely talk about absolute nonsense, guys. What insanity! What fucking insanity! What world are we living in right now? Like this is absolutely crazy. Oh my god! Hang on. All right, I can't even finish this. I'm not going to. Let's see what he said at the very end and see if there's any conclusion that makes any kind of sense here, or if he's still just incoherently rambling.
The BJ investigates the surprise witness. Our collab should be coming out soon, probably sometime this week. Very excited about that. That was super.
Oh, by the way, we're going to be talking about her too. She is a whole mess.
Super fun to shoot, and BJ's great. And from what I hear, this is going to be a goodie. So the podcast, The Yappening, is coming soon. I have multiple videos in the works that I'm very excited about. Some of them beast related, some of them not. I'm more excited about the ones that are not. But the beast related ones will bring in more money. Like, it's not.
Stop! He just admitted it right there. He just admitted it right there. Do you guys see that? I want to play it again.
The Yappening is coming soon. I have multiple videos in the works that I'm very excited about. Some of them beast related, some of them not. I'm more excited about the ones that are not. But the beast related ones will bring in more money.
There you go. The surprise witness is a girl who's been involved in this whole Mr. Beast drama on Team Dogpack, who is just kind of like loyal as hell to the guy and built her whole fame off of this whole Mr. Beast stuff too. These people are not going to have long-time careers. I just don't see it. The minute they stop talking about Mr. Beast and start getting exposed for not knowing anything about anything, I think people are going to start dropping off like flies. Then again, it's the internet, so you never know. Yeah, he just told on himself. I mean, how much more obvious can it be? He's talking about Mr. Beast to get money. I mean, it could not be any more fucking obvious. There you go, Rogera. That's a perfect one to clip right there for a short. Strap in for the witness girl. She is insufferable. I know. I saw Chris the Narc go hard on her, and he did not hold back. And then he went, and then Xylee got into it with her too. So I was kind of letting them do their thing, and now I'm gonna probably look at her. The witness girl can't be worse than Jake, though, right? I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of the witness girl, but it's hard to top Jake. It's hard to top Jake. Well, that's because I'm probably still streaming, Rogera. You'll probably have to clip it later. Just remember, we are about an hour. Like I don't even know what time. So it's 9:14. We're about 2 hours and 15 minutes into it. That's where the clipping is. Chris Xylee tag team. Oof, yeah, I know. Yeah, she thinks she's going to go toe-to-toe with them.
Look, it's not my algorithm.
Ooh, sounds hot.
If you think that's shitty of me to do, then anybody else who does commentary channels about other people and drama channels, then they're clout chasing 10 times harder than I am. So just a heads up, that's just logic. That's how that works.
Who's buddies now? I know, surprise witness and Jake Weddle. Yeah, I know they're buddies now. I thought you meant like Xylee and Harold's gonna be like, that would be a shock to me. She scares me. Surprise witness. I don't blame you, Kaylee. Surprise witness is unhinged. Looks like she would burn your house down if you ever looked at another woman the wrong way. The witness girl is evil. Is the evil Xylee? That's saying a lot too, because Xylee don't take no shit, and she. But I would not say Xylee's evil. Xylee's just based and very aggressive about it. But no, I totally get what you're saying. But yeah, the witness chick, though, Xylee ripped into her. It was freaking hilarious. I was dying laughing.
And streaming soon. I'm trying to figure out if I should go to Twitch or stay on YouTube. A lot of drama about YouTube streaming right now. But I did use some of that blood money to invest in my production. So
God, that's going to be like Band City.
I have the ability
to stream, and I'm no longer editing videos on a 2012 MacBook. So, thanks, Jimmy. More importantly, thank you guys. I shouldn't have to keep the lights on by telling millionaires who gave me trauma to apologize, but the fact that—
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god, I cannot stand this guy. I cannot stand this guy, dude. It was, incoherent ramblings for a half hour, and then he's like about a guy who he just thanked for giving him money to be able to continue living. What a piece of shit.
I have Patreon members and the fact that I have subscribers, and you guys mean the world to me. And I'm going to take care of myself for me, but for you as well. So, like and subscribe. All that jazz.
No, don't. Don't. Unlike, unsubscribe. Let this guy just drift off into the void, and let's never speak of him again. That would be my personal wish.
I appreciate you.
Oh my god, I'm sorry I put you through that, guys. We literally skipped the whole entire video, and I feel like we did not learn a single thing. Did anybody feel like they learned a single thing during that video? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone out there? Did you guys feel like you learned a single thing watching that? Watch EG lately and said, yes, please, by all means, come and watch me, guys. Watch me work it. Watch me work it, baby. Yeah, watch me work it. Oh my god, that was insane. What complete insanity. I learned we are ADHD. No, okay, we are ADHD, but that is ADHD and schizophrenia all mixed together into one thing. Like that is what that is, dude. He does, and I agree. I feel like I am dumber now for having to have listened to that. That is how I'm still so confused. This video didn't teach me much. It didn't teach anybody anything. In fact, if anything, I think we all are now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. I cannot believe that, dude. Ugh. Yeah.